examination. And some of the lectures also didn't care about it. And Mr. Sumaryoto and Mrs. Mami was very regret. Yeah, they were very regret about it, including me also as an examiner. So that's why I said that it is very difficult to teach this kind of subject if you do not eager to know exactly how to write well, how to write scientific writing well. So many years I have accompanied Mr. Sumaryoto as a rector, and many years with Mrs. Mami to examine the students. So from the experience accompanying our rector, I come to my conclusion that I have to give you what is happening in the examination. So the materials I want to deliver to you is all the materials that I get from the thesis examination when accompanying Mr. Sumaryoto and Mrs. Mami. So I know exactly the details, how to write well, how to write well. So all the materials that I want to give you is all the materials that given in thesis examination. If you follow it well, you'll be very good. No troubles in examination, no troubles in writing. So my dear ladies and gentlemen, I would like you to follow this subject seriously. Yes, I don't want you to be failed. I don't want you to be, what is it? To be exhausted and others, yes. So ladies and gentlemen, this morning I've sent to our WhatsApp group the faculty or university's rules about your presence, about your attendance, about your scores also, and these class rules. Yes. I have admitted this Zoom 10 minutes before the time. So I come in time. I hope so also that you are going to come in time next week, next Friday, not late, because we have only 90 minutes. 90 minutes is not enough. Yeah. To make you better to write your thesis proposal. I hope that this thesis proposal subject will be the real thesis for you. So no need to change after this semester. In the last semester, all the thesis title, chapter 1 until chapter 3 in my class were approved by the dean. So I was very happy. I was very glad and was very happy about it, because most of them, I say most of them wrote it well, but some fails because they don't come to the class every time. So they wrote it as they like without following the rules, without following the guidance, and then they failed. Yeah, but it is just some students. But most of the students are very happy because the title and the chapter 1 until chapter 2 were approved by Mrs. Mami. So I hope so. You will have the same. Yeah. After finish this semester, I hope that you have finished chapter 3. Well, yeah, that is my dream. Whether my dream is the same as yours, I don't know. It is up to you. It depends upon your single effort. Yeah. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let's try to see our semester program first. I've posted semester program on Google Classroom. Remember that WhatsApp group and Google Classroom group will be two facilities for us to communicate one another, yeah, especially giving information to you. So I would like you to read, yeah, to view Google Classroom every day, yeah, to get some news from me. Okay, let's see. We start from semester program. Semester program, yeah. Today, ladies and gentlemen, is introduction. We are going to talk about a little about quantitative and qualitative research and thesis title. Remember that we have only 12 meetings. 12 meetings. You may be absent 3 meetings, but don't be absent 4 meetings. You lose your right. Yeah? If you are absent 4 meetings, you lose your right to follow the examination. You lose your right to get scores. So we'll see you next semester. So remember that. Okay, next week, March 6, will be how to choose title, thesis title. We are going to talk about the variable, focus, and discussion about your title also. And then number 3, how to write chapter 1. I have finished preparing for you the detail of chapter 1. Yes. Okay, the 4th meeting will be chapter 1 discussion. We are going to discuss your writings, your chapter 1 writings. And you should send your all assignments to Google Classroom, classwork. So after this discussion, you should send or upload to Google Classroom your topics, yes. Chapter 5, meeting number 5, yeah. The 5th meeting will be how to write table of theories, yes. And meeting number 6 will be discussion about table of theories. And then meeting number 7, you don't need to have a test, but just revise your chapter 1, and then chapter 1 will be the substitute or the replacement of mid-semester test. Mid-semester test. Okay, it is including in 30% of out of 100% of your score. Okay, next, meeting number 8. Yeah, the 8th meeting will be how to write chapter 2. How to write chapter 2. Yes. The 9th meeting will be discussion on chapter 2. The 10th meeting will be discussion on chapter 2 also. The 11th meeting will be how to write chapter 3. Chapter 3. And then at that time, you are going to post chapter 2 revision to Google Classroom. 20%. Yes. Chapter 3 discussion will be the 12th meeting. The 13th meeting will be review. Yeah, review on chapter 1, 2, 3. And the 14th will be, yes, the whole thesis proposal should be submitted to me. Yeah, the revision. It is the final thesis proposal. If you did it well, if you do it well, and then we hope that your dean, Mrs. Mami, will approve it to be the real thesis, not proposal anymore. Yeah, that is my plan. That is my program. As I said before, that it is up to you if you are serious enough to write it, to follow my guidance. I hope that it will be a valuable thesis, and you are going to have a good mark, a good score for it, including in thesis examination. Okay, that is our program, ladies and gentlemen. Based on this program, do you have any questions? Do you want to know the date of this program? Or you have got, what is it? The schedule from the faculty? You have had it or not yet?
Not yet, sir.
Not yet, okay. The first meeting, you may write down, please. The first meeting will be today, March 19th. The second meeting, March 26th. Okay? The third meeting will be April 9th. April 9th. The fourth meeting will be April 16th. The fifth meeting will be April 23rd. 23rd. The sixth meeting will be May the 6th. Mid-test will be May 28th. May 28th. The eighth meeting will be June the 4th. June the 4th. Ninth meeting will be June 11. June 11. 10th meeting will be June the 18th. 11th meeting will be June 25th. The 12th meeting will be July the 2nd. 13th meeting will be July the 9th. 14th meeting will be final semester test, will be held July 16th. Okay. Yeah, that is the dates of our meeting. By the way, I want you, all of you, the 23 persons, yes, to switch on your video. Switch on your video. But microphone is off. But if I want to ask you, please, yes, please switch off your video and microphone. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that is talking about semester program. Do you have any questions about this? Or is it clear enough?
Yes, sir, clear enough. Thank you.
Okay, what about the others?
I have a question, sir.
Yes.
So regarding to the chapter 1 until chapter 3, once we have completed to submit to you, how we can get approval from Miss Mami? Is it we make like a kind of special report to her, or how?
Of course. At the end of this semester, you have duty to report to our dean your, what is it, your title of your thesis. So you should submit your title of your thesis, and then if she is approved, yeah, if she approve it, and then you can submit chapter 1, 2, or chapter 1 by 1, chapter 2 by 2, and chapter 3 to your advisor. Yes. But if you have done it well in this semester, nearly all advisor will approve it also. Yes. That's why I ask you, I hope that all of you will do it well. Yeah. But sorry to say that, yeah, some one or two advisors, two of your lecturers sometimes need to change your title. Yeah, so pray for that. The last semester, one of the students came to me. He said to me like this: "Sir, I was asked by my advisor to change my title because he didn't like it." He said. So yeah, as usual, I would like you, yeah, besides doing your best, pray to God. Yes.
It sounds subjective, sir.
Yeah, it depends upon the lecturers, the advisors. That's why I hope also that you should choose your advisors well. At the end of this semester, you are going to choose 2 advisors for you. Yes, among your lecturers. Yes, among your lecturers. You can choose me, you can choose Mrs. Mami, you can choose our rector, Mr. Sumarioto. It is up to you. Yes. And usually my partner is Mr. Sumarioto. Yes. Do you know what? If I approve, and then Mr. Sumarioto sign it. Mrs. Mami also the same. Yes. They never refuse it. What I say, they say yes. Yeah. So I hope that you do yourself, you do your best, please, in this semester. Okay?
Thank you, sir.
Welcome. Any more questions about the program? Yeah, it is raining outside. No more? Come on, you are free. Yeah. You are now 22, 23. Yeah, Mr. Hardianto is out. So Rifki Fazrul now is the class chief, right? Class monitor.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good luck for you.
Thank you, sir.
Congratulations to be the class chief. Guide your class well. Okay, now if there is no more questions, we are going to talk about the material. Yes. Learning material 1. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, as I said before, welcome to thesis proposal class. Now let's contemplate this message. I like this message. Yes. The power of education. Yes, I'm sure that you have read it. At the entrance of the gate of University in South Africa, the following message was posted for contemplation by the students. Yeah, actually, I want to propose this kind of contemplation in front of our campus. Yes. Destroying any nation does not require the use of atomic bombs or the use of long-range missiles. It only requires lowering the quality of education and allowing cheating in the examination by students. I love these words. That's why I quote it. Yes. Do you know the first lowering the quality of knowledge, the quality of education is we corrupt the time. Yeah, just 5 minutes, 10 minutes. That is the beginning of lowering the quality of education. Another example is, for instance, you should submit your assignment, your homework today. And then I will submit it tomorrow, sir, one day late. And then the other students say, oh, sorry, sir, very sorry. I'm very busy the day after tomorrow. Is that all right? 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. That is lowering the quality. So lowering the quality of education comes from discipline, commitment of doing something. Yesterday, we had a meeting. Some of the lecturers, your lecturers, are fired. Stop teaching. Why? Because of some reasons. And many of the lecturers teach only 1 class, 2 classes. Why? Because the number of students are decreased. Do you know what? That the students of English program at postgraduate UNINDRA are now only 50% left. Why? Because of this pandemic, because of Corona maybe. And Mr. Sumaryoto as a rector yesterday was very upset, was very regret to say, we have to, not must, we have to fire some lecturers because the students are decreased. And then he said also, we had to decrease your financial, your salary, he said. Ladies and gentlemen, this coronavirus affect much on everything in the world. Effect on UNINDRA's situations also. Some of my friends said to me, Mr. Saragih, how many classes are you going to teach? I say, as usual, I have so many classes. Then he said to me, no, I have to teach only 2 classes. And my salary will decrease much. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, this is because of the pandemic and lowering the quality. Lowering the quality. Sometimes Mr. Sumaryoto said to me, how is it as a lecturer advising the students in thesis proposal? He is very regret because they don't guide the students well. Some of the students' thesis, even though the topic is wrong, they came to the thesis examination. I don't know why. They are doctors, they are professors. But I think because of this pandemic situation, they say, let it so. Who cares? I don't think so, ladies and gentlemen. Yes. Even in this pandemic situation, we must upgrade ourselves. We must be more serious than before. Yes. Don't say that, because of this pandemic, lowering the quality is okay. Who cares? Don't say that. Never say that. Yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to know exactly my idea. I never lowering my quality. And Mr. Sumaryoto and Mrs. Mamik know this well. Yes. Bapak, Ibu, saudara-saudara, saya buat bahasa Indonesia. Beberapa kali dalam ujian, yang bimbingan saya, yang dari kelas saya, Pak Rektor bilang, udah bagus kok. Gak usah tanya lagi. Dia sudah lihat tanda tangan saya. Itu apa? Kepercayaan. Tapi jangan salah gunakan kepercayaan itu. Yes. Beberapa kali bimbingan saya bilang, itu siapa bimbingan kita ya? Udah. Stop it. No need to ask. Tapi ada teman-teman, bimbingan teman-teman, ditanya judulnya aja tidak ngerti. Rumusan masalah dengan kesimpulan beda. Judul dengan rumusan masalah beda. Lalu apa yang dibimbing? Saya tidak menjelekkan, tapi itu fakta ujian. Kadang-kadang Pak Rektor tuh geleng-geleng kepala, gimana Pak? Katanya. Saya bilang, ya lihat aja siapa itu yang tanda tangan. Di kelas saya ini jangan sampai terjadi begitu. Malu. Ya. Dan alhamdulillah memang tidak pernah terjadi. Malah beberapa mahasiswa selalu bilang gini, Pak, kok saya nggak ditanyain lagi? Sudah bagus, saya bilang gitu. Ya. That's the thing I want you to know. So seriousness, focus is very important. Oke? Okay? Jika kita biarkan mutu kita makin rendah ya, merendahkan mutu dengan tidak memperhatikan aturan, apa yang terjadi? Look at this. Patients die at the hands of such doctors. Banyak pasien yang meninggal karena dokter salah malpraktek. Mengapa? Dulu waktu kuliah mungkin dia juga nyontek. Tidak belajar dengan bagus. Yes, sorry. Saya wanti-wanti anak saya, 2 dokter. Jangan sampai gara-gara kamu salah kasih obat. Awas lu. Yes. Okay. Building collapse at the hands of such engineers. So many building collapse. Only 3 years, 4 years collapse. Bridges are collapse. Because when they study, they lower their discipline. Yes. Money is lost at the hands of such economics and accountants. Yes. Corruption. Yes. Humanity dies at the hands of such religious scholars. Yes. Banyak pemuka agama kita, justru dia berbuat tidak baik. Dia yang mencaci-caci. Tidak membawa kita ke surga. Okay, so the collapse of education is the collapse of the nations. That's why Caesar Hirohito in 1945 said, how many more teachers are alive? Yang ditanya bukan berapa jenderal yang masih hidup, tapi berapa guru dan dosen yang masih hidup. From that statement, then Japan conquer America, not by bombs, but by education. Ladies and gentlemen, this is very important. Writing thesis also needs commitment. It is a scientific writing. If you are serious, you can finish it on time. But if you are not serious, you fail your time, you fail your job. Okay? So remember my words. Okay, let's continue. What is a thesis? on the material, I wrote, a thesis is a kind of academic paper, not personal paper. Yes. That is used to sum up students' knowledge they have learned in master program of a university, especially UNINDRA. This is my word. Yes. So look at this. The students have to conduct research on specific subject that demonstrates the knowledge acquired through their program. So all of you, the 23 of you, should choose a kind of research. Yes. You can choose two kinds of research. The first kind is quantitative. Of course, by using SPSS, calculation. And then usually the topic should be begun by the effect of. At UNINDRA, that is the preferred topic. Yeah. Okay. And the other one is qualitative. What is qualitative research? Qualitative research is analyzing something. Analyzing the students' mistakes, analyzing the students' error in writing, in reading. But remember, ladies and gentlemen, this is very important. Don't analyze students speaking in this pandemic situation, because it should be an experiment. Okay, if you want to be graduated on time, don't do experiment. It is an advice from our rector. So remember that. Don't take your topic about speaking and listening. Yes, because it should be experiment. So in this pandemic situation, our rector, Mr. Sumaryoto, asks you to write, to analyze, if you are going to have qualitative writing, okay? Yeah, for instance, yeah, there are so many kinds of text: writing descriptive text, argumentative text, recount text, yes, and others. That is school analysis, yes. So students, analysis of students' mistakes or errors. That is qualitative. And another qualitative is analyzing novels, analyzing dramas, analyzing films, analyzing books, and others. So it is also the qualitative. Yes. If you analyze film, for instance, what kind of the film are you going to analyze? Maybe the theme, yeah, the character, yeah, the plot, educational values, social values, yes. And others. So many ways that you can conduct your research on qualitative. And Mr. Sumarioto suggests you to use most qualitative than quantitative, because usually quantitative should involve schools. So if it is difficult for you to involve schools, especially students in this pandemic, yeah, come on, choose qualitative. But if you can involve your students or your friends' students, you can use quantitative. But if you use quantitative, remember my word before, choose reading or writing. Don't choose speaking and listening. Okay, do you get it? Is it clear for you, ladies and gentlemen, between qualitative and quantitative?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
For me,
Okay. Yeah, if you don't understand enough, you may ask me. Okay, let's continue. Yeah, that actually this organization of THESIS can be read by you, but we can discuss it in a little time. Yeah, organization of THESIS. My job is to explain to you chapter 1 until chapter 3. Chapter 4 and 5 will be the responsibility of your advisor. If I'm your advisor, it will be my job also. Yes. You see, ladies and gentlemen, on slide number 5, the organizations of a thesis. Chapter 1. Chapter 1 will be called Introduction. If this is examples of quantitative. If example of qualitative, I'll post it on Google Classroom. If you need to know, yes. A is background. Background, yeah. If it is the time for you next week to write chapter 1, yeah. Yeah, next 2 weeks, not next week, next fortnight. Background, and then identifications of the problem, limitations of the problem, formulations of the problem, objective of the research, significance of the research, organizations of the writing. Ladies and gentlemen, don't write out of this, because every university has their own rule. Oke, okay? Jangan buat judul beda dengan ini. Bab satunya. Walaupun sinonim. Jelas ya?
yes, sir.
Karena ada yang mau buat, mungkin dulu di universitas saya waktu S1 nggak begini. Silakan ke sana S2-nya. Ada yang ikut ujian begitu juga. Dulu kami begitu, dulu. Di depan rektor ngomongnya gitu lagi, dulu. Kita bicara sekarang, bukan dulu. Kadang-kadang kasihan Pak Rektor itu makan hati dibikinnya. Dan dosennya pun begitu. Ikut dulu saya 4 universitas. Maaf, 4 universities. Beda semua. Beda semua bab satunya, tulisannya, judul-judulnya. Jadi yang saya berikan ini, ikuti. Kalau enggak ini. Kalau beda dengan yang ini, yang saya berikan ini, tidak salah. Ya. Oke? Jadi jangan buat nanti ada yang lain. Untuk yang kualitatif, siapa yang merencana kualitatif bisa saya diktekan sekarang. Hafal itu. So background, B, identifications of the problem. C, focus of the research. D, formulation of the problem. E, objective of the research. Jadi yang beda cuma C. C, focus. Okay. Now slide number 6, chapter 2. Theoretical review, ya, chapter 2, theoretical review. Kalau nanti bahasa Indonesianya maka landasan teori. Ada universitas mengatakan kajian teori. Di UNINDRA enggak kajian teori, landasan teori. Itu kan sama saja, Pak, tidak sama. UI Depok dengan UI Tanjung Barat beda. UI Depok itu negeri, UI Tanjung Barat swasta. Ya. Tapi dosennya dari UI Depok banyak di UI Tanjung Barat. Bayarannya di UI Depok mahal, Tanjung Barat murah. Di sana 6 juta per semester, sini 6 juta sudah 3 semester. Oke.
Indra.
So ya, Anda kan tahu, dosen-dosen Anda itu dua sumbernya. Separuh dari UI, separuh dari UNJ. Saya dari UNJ. Itu bertanding di UNINDRA. Waktu saya kuliah, supaya Anda tahu nggak? Kalau kami mengutip pendapat dari dosen UI, dicoret. Jadi tidak diakui. Nah, sebaliknya juga, mahasiswa UI mengutip pendapat dari profesor di UNJ, dicoret. Oh, hebat itu. Otonomi kampus. Dosen saya dulu banyak dosen UI tidak dicoret karena dia juga dosen di UNJ. Saya pernah kutip pendapat di tesis saya dulu S2 di UNJ, pendapat dari dosen UI, tapi tidak ngajar di UNJ. Dicoret, ganti. Sombong bener. Jadi hati-hati jika ada nanti pembimbing Anda yang begitu. Ya, tapi skema, judul-judul ikuti aturan ini. Jangan buat aturan dari universitas Anda dulu. Jadi universitas lain bukan landasan teori, tapi kajian teori. Ada juga yang mengatakan review teori. Ya sinonim itu. Tapi jangan pakai itu. Pakai yang ini. Anda di UNINDRA, bukan di Atma Jaya, bukan di UI, bukan di UNJ, bukan di UIN. Yes, remember that. Love UNINDRA. I am now at UNINDRA. I love UNINDRA. Okay. Theoretical review, relevant research, framework of thinking and hypothesis. If it is qualitative, theoretical review, relevant research, framework of thinking, no hypothesis. Maaf, nanti kalau ada dosen Anda 1-2 orang yang mengatakan kualitatif harus pakai hipotesis, jangan heran. itu orde lama. Tapi jangan bilang ibu atau bapak orde lama kata Pak Saragih, jangan gitu. Kami pernah berantem, profesor itu. Saya dipanggil, saya bilang, it is an old paradigm. Waktu saya kuliah tahun 80, mungkin ada yang belum lahir tuh. Ya, memang kualitatif juga pakai hipotesis. Tapi lama-lama dipikir, hipotesis apa? Hipotesis itu kan praduga, membuktikan dugaan. Kalau menganalisis tulisan mahasiswa, tulisan siswa, apanya yang diduga? Menganalisis novel, apanya yang bisa diduga? Nggak bisa diduga. That is the old paradigm. Jadi nanti kalau ketemu pembimbingnya sesudah semester ini, dosen itu bilang ya aja, dia itu ganti gitu. Semester lalu ada pembimbingnya 2, dia dan saya. Saya bilang saya penguji bersama Pak Rektor. Lalu gimana Pak? Dia nggak mau taken kalau nggak ada hipotesis. Saya menganalisis film. Saya bilang ke dia bawa yang ada lembaran hipotesis. Ke ujian jangan, malu nanti. Saya bilang. Dapat tanda tangan, dia buang itu. 1 lembar. Bab 2 yang ada hipotesisnya. Terpaksa main begitu. Jadi maaf ya, saya bongkar rahasianya, bukan jelek. Karena ada yang mau mempertahankan pendapatnya, padahal sudah usang. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that is about chapter 2. So chapter 2, if you are qualitative, just consists of 3 parts. Theoretical review, relevant research, and framework of thinking only. If you are conducting quantitative, you should have hypothesis, descriptive hypothesis. Okay, next, and then chapter 3. Chapter 3 will be research methodology. Jangan ganti judul-judul ini. Anda salah. Mungkin ini berbeda dengan yang ada di sini. Ikuti ini. Saya bertanggung jawab untuk itu. Seperti di sini belum ada fokus. Mula-mula Pak Rektor bilang, apa itu fokus? Oh, Pak, saya orang kualitatif dan orang kuantitatif. Saya bilang gitu. Saya double. Okay. Location and time of research, method of research, population and sample, technique of data collection, research instrument, technique of data analysis, statistical hypothesis. For quantitative, if you are qualitative to school, there is no technique, there is no statistical hypothesis. Yes. If you are qualitative and analyzing novel, there is no population and sample. Yes, and there is no statistical hypothesis. Okay, chapter 4 and 5, yeah, you can read it myself. It is not my job anymore. Yes, but you can, I suggest, I give it here. Yes. And your assignment next week, ladies and gentlemen, please post to our Google Classroom group 3 topics. So this week you are considering 3 topics, both quantitative or qualitative. It is up to you. Nanti mana yang saya setujui, mana yang bisa Anda kerjakan, gitu, ya. Okay. So the assignment should be submitted to the lecturers by posting to the Google Classroom group. Bapak, Ibu, saudara-saudara, kalau bisa jangan hari Jumatnya. Syukur alhamdulillah kalau bisa Rabu, Kamis supaya saya bisa koreksi. Saya ngajar ratusan loh ini mata kuliah ini. Bukan Anda saja. Jadi capek juga koreksi itu ratusan. Okay. Yeah, that is all. I think our materials today. If you have some questions about our material, you can throw me the questions. Okay, come on.
Actually, I just want to reconfirm your statement before regarding to the organization of the thesis. Which one we should follow? Is it in the guideline book or in your slide? Okay. So our next question, sir. Just want to. So we will post 3 titles for our thesis proposal. Okay.
But you should choose your primary one.
Okay.
Yes. So number 1 will be your primary one. Yes. Number 2 will be your primary 2. Number 3 will be choice number 3. Yes.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Welcome. Any more questions? Come on. Remember that we are going to start from now on. Yes. Don't think that, oh, I'm just listening. No. Listening and then you do your work. Your future in this next semester will be decided this week. Yes, because the title should be decided by you, should be determined by you this week.
Sorry, sir, can I ask again?
Yeah, never mind.
Just want to make it clear. Supposedly, I prefer qualitative research for the thesis. So all of the 3 titles are qualitative related. Or...
It is up to you. You can mix up all together.
Okay, yeah. It's clear. Okay, thank you, sir.
So you can write number 1, for instance, quantitative research, and then number 2, qualitative. It is up to you. You are free to determine.
So we can combine between quantitative and qualitative, sir.
Yes, but next week we'll choose one only. Yes.
Okay.
But you propose me three topics, 3 titles this week.
3 titles to make sure that
we are going to determine one only.
Yeah.
And next week I will suggest you the best choice for you. Yes. Of
Thank
course,
you,
by
sir.
discussion. Okay.
Mr. Saragih, I would like to ask a question.
Yes.
For the qualitative research. You mentioned just now that we are allowed to analyze movies or books or novels. Are we allowed to analyze movies? Are we only allowed to analyze movies which are English only, or are we allowed to analyze movies which is non-English?
What kind of program are you?
English education.
Yeah.
I thought there is an actually there's an excellent movies from Japan that is
If it
highlighting
is
about education, and I thought that
yes,
maybe
this is some rules, yes, some obligations for you to remember, because we are from English program, department. You should choose English films without sex. Okay. Yeah. It should be related to education. Yes.
Okay, sir.
Social education. Yes. And humanities. If it is a Japanese film, that's okay, but it is in English. Yes.
Okay, sir. Noted, sir.
If it is in Japanese, sorry, I know Japanese only a bit. Anata wa donata desu ka? Yes, just a bit. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You should analyze maybe French film, American film, but it is in English. Yes, even though it's Japanese or Indians or Arabics, but in English, because we analyze the language. Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Which and the content. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Even though you write it in Indonesian. Yes, remember that. Maybe, yes, maybe Mr. Sumarioto maybe permit you to write your thesis in Indonesian, but your resource should be in English. And your quotations, your theory should be in English. Okay? Jadi Anda boleh menulis tesis Anda pakai bahasa Indonesia, tapi teorinya harus bahasa Inggris. Menganalisis novelnya bahasa Inggris. Oke? Jadi nanti kutipan-kutipannya tetap bahasa Inggris. Itu kelebihannya. Kalau bahasa Indonesia semua, Anda pindah jurusan aja. Novelnya bahasa Indonesia, nulisnya bahasa Indonesia, teorinya bahasa Indonesia. Kenapa? Karena saya orang Indonesia, Pak. Pindah jurusan. Ada yang begitu. Ujian. Bulan lalu ada yang gitu. Lalu Pak Rektor tanya, Anda ini jurusan apa? Pak, prodi apa? Bahasa Inggris, Pak. Kok begini? Kata Pak Rektor. Ya. Jadi saya sarankan agak kasar itu pindah jurusan aja. Memalukan itu. Kalaupun nulisnya pakai bahasa Indonesia, ya mbok teorinya bahasa Inggris, resource-nya bahasa Inggris. Tuh. Jadi adalah bahasa Inggrisnya. Ya. Is it clear for you? Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Ya, kalau Anda tanya saya, if you ask me, myself, yes, I hope that you write it in English. I'm very, very glad if you write it in English. Ada memang dosen, maaf, ada dosen kita, dosen Anda juga. Karena ada salah dia nulis bahasa Inggrisnya, ganti bahasa Indonesia aja. Gak usah sok lah. Anda pikir ini yang ngomong ini 2 tahun bersama orang Australia. 2 tahun siang malam. Apakah Anda pernah salah berbahasa Indonesia? Sering. Anda pasti pernah bilang gini, Saya pergi ke sana, saya pergi ke sana, pergi saya ke sana saya pergi. Pernah kan bilang gitu? Padahal yang benar cuma satu itu, saya pergi ke sana. Itu bahasa Indonesia yang benar. Apakah orang Inggris juga begitu? Yes. Yes. Jadi maaf, yang ngomong itu pun profesor. Saya bilang kok, ya mahasiswa ada salahnya dong. Yang kalau salah semua dosen aja ada salah kok saya lihat itu. Banyak itu. Yeah. So I'm very glad if you write it in English. Yeah, if a little wrong, that's okay. That's natural. That's human. Yes. Tapi usahakan memang grammarnya benar. Gitu. Kalau sudah berusaha masih salah juga ya, wes. Okay. Any more questions, please? We still have a bit time.
Sir?
Yes.
So I want to ask about how we compile the topic and give it to you in one file, or we post it one by one on Google Classroom.
Yeah, just one file.
Which one better? Okay, in one file.
1, 2, 3. I would like you to post it not on the stream, but on classwork. Yes. So if you post it by Friday, so maybe I have time to check it out. Don't post it on the stream, but on classwork. Classwork. Google itu udah pinter, maka saya pakai Google itu. Yahudi itu pinter. Dia sudah buat classwork, assignment, sudah di kolom-kolom dibuat roomnya masing-masing. Jadi saya senang, apalagi gratis. Ini kalian pakai Zoom, yang bayar atau yang gratis nih? Kalau saya pakai Google Meet, gratis 2 jam, 3 jam juga nggak apa-apa. Mumpung gratis, kalau nanti suruh bayar ya sudah. Kalau pakai Zoom, yang tidak bayar itu, yang gratis itu hanya 40 menit, lalu dimatiin ya. Google Meet masih dibebasinya sampai 4 jam. So I like it. Okay. Do you have any question, Rifki?
For now, not yet, sir.
Not yet. Okay. No more? Is it clear enough for you?
Yes, sir. For me, it's clear enough.
Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think this is the end of our meeting because I want to teach another class also in this by and by. So I hope that all of you please post your 3 topics, 3 titles to classwork, Google Classroom before Friday. Yeah, if you want to let me check it out, please post it before Friday. If you post it on Friday, I have no comment, no time for me to check it out. Okay? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for coming to my subject today. Have a nice day. Have a nice week. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.